Hey nerds, how you doing? Doing good? Did you do something with your hair? You look a lot better today. Okay, I guess we'll talk about the two new things that were kind of announced real quick. So, first up, we're going to talk about the new focus heroes here on the summon banner. This one, of course, is heroes with quick riposte, or riposta. I'm more of a spaghetti man myself, but, you know, still, as you can see here, that's the appearance rate, so that's actually the wrong thing I was trying to click on. We actually have 3 heroes here that we need to discuss real quick, because, well, why not? We have to, you know, kind of get the better idea of if it's really worthwhile to summon for them. So, I guess we'll start with the red unit. We, of course, have... I'm going to just pull up my version of him. He kind of still has a few of the abilities that we equipped him with from that start banner. So here's my Leo. Leo is a Red Tome Cavalry unit. That's cavalry, as in the L comes after the R. It's a joke. I'm sorry. It's terrible. Still, though, as a unit, Leo is okay. He's not the most amazing thing. Mostly because, well, you kind of see that his speed's kind of lacking. He does have a bit more beefiness to it, beefiness to it when it comes to a mage character. As you can see here, though, I have already equipped him with a Blade Tome. If you happen to have a Tharja laying around, be it 4-star or what, you can make a pretty decent Horse Emblem team with him if you decide to use a Red Tome unit. He, of course, is the only Red Tome Cavalry unit right now, and he will fill that spot significantly well if you decide to make him into that. Mine, of course, is +1, because somehow I managed to get an additional Leo out of that. I'm not sure how. Outside of that, he is not available at any other star, amount. He is only available at 5 stars, so this is actually a rarity. At least he's being pushed forward a bit more. Alright. And all in all, he's an okay unit, but he's even better if you do have a Horse Emblem team. Outside of that, he's just not the best. So, outside of that, let's talk about the next thing we're going to talk about. We need to move on and find him. I think I still have Klein. Yes, we have Klein right here. Klein. He's a fantastic archer. He's pretty strong. He's significantly, significantly decent. Okay, that was a nonsense word. He's significant in his own, stats. He can do pretty well, especially if you roll good IVs. He comes equipped with a Brave Bow, which, hey, if you pull him, you can always give the Brave Bow to someone else, if you don't want him. And this is a good excuse to not only summon for him if you need a good archer unit, but also if you happen to have a better archer unit that could use his bow, then I would say this might be a good opportunity to try and aim for that, because this is something substantial. If he gets a good IV spread, more attack, I don't think his speed is all that fantastic, but Brave Bow does help him out in doing some damage, and he does have quick riposte.
They call me the Archer General, for what that's worth.
That's great, bud. Thanks to having that. Talking. Next up, I guess we'll talk about Tsubaki. Tsubaki is... well, I mean, I guess I'll just say, if you want to build a Flyer Emblem team, he is probably the weakest of the units. I would say Klein is probably the top of that, mostly because Brave Bow is cool, and a lot of other things. Leo is, behind him, and then on the latter half of that would be Tsubaki. He is probably the quote-unquote worst unit you could get out of that, but he's still a fairly decent unit. He has great defenses, especially if you're taking on red units, because he already has Sapphire Lance. If you do build him with certain skills, he will do a substantial job at being the brutal kind of tankish unit that you need that can fly in there. Just if you be aware of archers, obviously. Usually they won't be able to, hopefully one-shot him. His speed is not amazing, but he does have the defense to pack it up, and if you do happen to have something like Nicholas, maybe, or something else, or a Flyer Emblem team, he will do a decent job at what he needs to do. Nothing too crazy there. Again, probably the weakest unit you can get out of there, so should you pull for this one? I'll just give you my opinion. There is a no, as in a general no, to summon to this, but there are some, stretches to this if you really want to. I'd say no, but, again, there's the but. If you need a red tome unit for Horse Emblem, Leo's always there. And no, but if you need a good archer or Brave Bow. Brave Bow is easily more obtainable with this, and that's certainly something that a lot of people will probably want if they are building something like Brydelia or Quadsuna. Got all of these terms. Gaius, whatever, what have you. Go crazy. Summer Gaius, things like that. I believe we also... Oh, yeah, Daily Quest updated again. Oh, darn, the orb's gone. There was a free orb yesterday. But anyways, that's my general consensus there. Let's talk about the next thing, shall we? So, you guys remember Lloyd at all? I don't think I have the image of him anymore, unfortunately. I was going to flash up his face like 50 billion times for you. But Lloyd is coming back tomorrow, but there is a slight catch to that. They are bringing in, and I don't want to even think about it, Infernal mode for Lloyd, because, yeah, that was the one that had the Horse Emblem Brave Archer in that one that was utterly ridiculous. Actually, I don't think he was a Brave Archer, but I think he just was an Archer that had boosted stats out the wazoo, and now he's gonna have even more, so, yay! Infernal Lloyd, my favorite. That's not something I'm really all that excited about. Yay, hooray! Infernal Lloyd. Outside of that, doesn't look like there's much else news-wise when it comes to Fire Emblem Heroes. Again, it's just, I'm going to pull the Japanese Twitter up real quick, just a bit more. But you do have, of course, the Quick Riposte skill for those who, want to roll for that. Quick Riposte is always a good skill to have. I don't know if you would really want to roll for it when, Tsubaki is pretty easy to get, and honestly, if you're going to use... I'm just going to say there's another reason why you shouldn't roll for Quick Riposte as it is as a skill if you're really going for the passive skill. One, Tsubaki is available in several forms, not just 5 stars, so I wouldn't really bother with that. Same with Klein. Klein also has some pretty good abilities, again, Brave Bow, etc., Death Blow, and I guess Quick Riposte. I would not roll for that for Quick Riposte. If you're desperately looking for Quick Riposte, I would say go for Blue Orb and hope for maybe getting a Tsubaki at a lower star rank, or maybe Klein if you really want to try for that, because Quick Riposte works really... It works on an HP threshold that really does not matter too much. As long as you have Quick Riposte 1 or 2, chances are your tank unit will initiate that 2-time attack without having to, worry too much. You won't have to worry about HP, because usually, that decides the battle. That's usually what it matters. That's kind of like why Hector is so good with a lot of what he does. He has it built into his weapon. He, of course, not only replies to that with his distant counter, but he, that's also why people really like him, because Armin's has a built-in Quick Riposte. I believe it's a Quick Riposte 2 that's already built into his weapon. So, generally, if you're going for Quick Riposte, don't roll on this. Go and spend your money on the other things, like this, like Plot, because everyone loves that. Or any of these characters who are going to be going away in 3 days. So, yeah, my general view is, again, no, but if you need a Brave Bow, or no, if you need a Horse Emblem team mage thing, and you happen to have a Rao Blade lying around, strongly, no. Quick Riposte is just not worthwhile as a skill. Anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic day. I love you guys so much. I'm getting messages left and right real quick. I'm just going to go over them real quick before I head out for the evening. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go look at my Celica real quick.
Of course.
And see how you're doing. Of course, that is not your real name, Celica. I know who you are. Carmen Sandiego. I'm on to you. So someone tell me where in the world is Carmen Sandiego. If anyone actually gets that reference, I'm going to cry. Alrighty, guys. Catch you later. Thanks for watching. I will see you all very soon. Love ya. all lots. Bye!